Now, the second edition of the Youth Connect Summit is currently underway in Kigali under the banner of Connecting Youth for Continental Transformation. Its goals include creating 10 million sustainable jobs in emerging industries across the continent by 2020. Joining me from Kigali is Nathalie Niyonzima, who is the Managing Director of Inkomoko. Nathalie, welcome. Thanks so much for your time. Now, this is the second year that Rwanda hosts the Youth Connect Summit Conference. How was the first one? What was achieved there?
Thank you. It is indeed the second year that Rwanda is hosting the Youth Connect Africa Summit. And really, just to name the top 3 goals, is really create 10 million jobs for youth, empower 25 million youth with the skills, and really closing the gender gap. And this is the reality. I think yesterday the Minister of Youth mentioned it in her remarks that for this year's Youth Connect, we've had about 40% of delegates being women. And it's not only visible in the summit, we also see it in the entrepreneurs that we currently work with at Inkomoko. So it's still work in progress. Creating that many jobs will take a while, but there's actually a lot of initiative going on either in Rwanda or in other parts of Africa. So something that's very unique is that 5 more African countries have also launched Youth Connect. And this is a testimony that more and more African countries share objective for their youth.
Yeah, so it's spreading, it's gaining in popularity, which is not a surprise because, I mean, young people, the unemployment rate on the continent is too high. But Nathalie, we have made headway by way of increasing gender equality, but you mentioned the number of jobs, that 10 million job opportunities for young people. 2020 is just around the corner. Are we on track to meet that goal?
I am very optimistic. We still have a long way to go, but if maybe I could speak for Rwanda, where we operate from, there are a lot of initiatives going on. I may mention about NIRDA, which is a government institution that is helping SMEs actually Tampitu will actually increase their export potential by providing them with technology and providing them with equipment. I can mention about the Workforce Development Authority, WDA, really providing employable skills for the young people. I can talk about a big initiative that is actually funded by the MasterCard Foundation, but in really close partnership with the government of Rwanda, by investing like $50 million to equip 30,000 youth in the tourism and hospitality industry to find jobs. So there are a lot of initiatives, and I am very optimistic in the future.
Sure, and Nathalie, you mentioned that the summit has now spread to 5 other countries. Are you able to tell us who or which those countries are?
The 5 other countries that have adopted the Youth Connect, I can mention of Liberia, DRC, Congo Brazzaville, Zambia, and Uganda.
And you'd also mentioned technology, and so it's like a double-edged sword here, because for some, technology will be the thing that creates more opportunities for jobs, with new jobs that currently don't exist now. But at the same time, technology is also the factor that will be killing a lot of jobs. How do you think what role do you think technology will play in at least helping the 10 million sustainable jobs being created by 2020?
Yes. This is a very exciting area, I think, for African youth. And this is the time where they have actually access to, and thanks to the technology, they have access to a lot of information, a lot of tools. And really, technology, how we see it, is that it unlocks or open markets. I'll give an example of this application that was actually launched during the Youth Connect, which is something that is very similar to the LinkedIn that we know of, and is going to, for instance, allow young African professionals get access to professional internship opportunities and employment.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there for now. Thanks to Nathalie there for joining us from Kigali.